All right, so learning to code. It can feel like you've been dropped in the middle of a massive jungle, right? No map, no compass, nothing. Well, today, we're going to draw that map for you. We're going to lay out a super clear, actionable path that'll take you from feeling totally lost to actually confidently building real stuff. So you want to learn to code. Awesome. You've made the decision, you're all fired up, ready to tackle this amazing new skill. But that excitement, it can fade pretty fast when the confusion sets in. You're standing at the edge of that coding jungle, and suddenly you see there are a million different paths to take. Which one is right? And you're probably thinking exactly this. Where do I even start? And hey, if you felt that, you are so not alone. It is the most common feeling for literally anyone starting out. The number of languages, frameworks, tutorials, it's overwhelming. But don't worry, our goal here is to slice right through all that noise. Because here's the thing, the problem isn't that you're not willing to work hard. You are. The real problem is knowing what to work hard on. See, success isn't about just grinding for hours and hours. It's about working smart. And this whole explainer, it's designed to give you that smart direction, to make sure every single hour you put in actually counts. Okay, so where do we start with this smart approach? Well, it's probably not where you think. Before you type a single line of code, the real first step is all about your mindset. It's not about picking Python or JavaScript. It's about getting your head in the right space for the journey. And this idea right here, it completely flips the script for most beginners. You might be thinking, okay, I got to learn Python. But what the pros know is that the language isn't the point. The real goal is learning how to learn. That's the master skill. It's the foundation for literally everything else. So why is this so important? Well, for a few huge reasons. First, tech is always changing, right? This mindset is what keeps you from becoming obsolete. It turns you into a killer problem solver. It makes you super adaptable to new challenges. You learn how to learn on your own, which makes you so much more efficient. Trust me, this isn't some fluffy, soft skill. It's the bedrock of your entire coding career. All right, so we've got the right mindset. Now we need that compass for the jungle. This is all about giving yourself a clear destination. Because without one, you're just going to wander around in circles forever. First question, and it's a big one. What do you actually want to make? And be specific. A website for your portfolio? A cool mobile app? A video game? Your answer here becomes your North Star. It's the thing that's going to guide every single decision you make from this point on. And then, right on its heels is the second question, and it's just as important. Why do you want to code? I mean, what's the real reason? Is it a career change? Are you trying to launch your own startup? Or maybe you just want to build cool stuff for fun? This why, that's your rocket fuel. Because let's be real for a second. There are going to be tough moments. You're going to be staring at a bug at 2 a.m, your brain is fried, and you'll want to just throw your computer out the window. It's in that moment that your why kicks in. It's what's going to keep you going and help you push through. See, once you have your what and your why locked in, the next part of the map just appears. Choosing a programming language suddenly isn't this scary random guess anymore. It's a simple, logical choice. Your goal tells you exactly what tool you need. And here's the best part. You do not need to spend a ton of money to get started. Seriously, some of the absolute best resources for languages like Python or JavaScript are totally free online. They can be way more valuable than some course that costs hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So let's break it down. Look at this. It's pretty straightforward. You want to build websites or web apps? Boom! Your path is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Thinking about making an iPhone app? You're going to want to look at Swift. Or an Android app? Kotlin. Want to get into video games? C# or C++ are your go-tos. And for all the cool AI and machine learning stuff, it's Python all the way. See how your goal just points you right to the language? It really is that simple. Okay, you've got your mindset, you've got your direction, you've got your language picked out. You're ready to go. But hold on. We need to talk about the beginner's biggest trap. This is the thing that stops most people cold. It's this nasty cycle of just watching and not doing. It has a name, tutorial hell. And you might already know what it feels like. It's when you watch tutorial after tutorial and you're nodding along thinking, yeah, I get this. But then you open a blank file to start your own project and nothing. Your mind just goes blank. You're completely stuck. And man, this quote just nails it. I was stuck. I really wanted to quit. That's exactly how it feels. You feel like you're spinning your wheels, not getting any better, and you start telling yourself, maybe this coding thing just isn't for me. It absolutely crushes your confidence. So how do you get out? How do you escape this trap? Well, there is a key, and it's all about one simple shift. You have to go from passively watching to actively building. The solution is to build real projects. Now, to be super clear, we're not saying stop watching tutorials. Not at all. They're fantastic for getting a foundation. The secret is to stop at the tutorial. Instead, you need to start building on top of them. Use them as a starting point. Here's your 3-step escape plan. It's super simple. 1. Follow a tutorial. Let's say you build a simple calculator that can only add. Great. 2. Now add a custom feature. On your own, without the tutorial, figure out how to make it subtract or multiply or divide. That moment right there, that's where you're actually learning. And 3, start a totally new, simple project from scratch. Take what you've learned and apply it. Okay, if you follow that plan, you are 100% on the right path to becoming a real developer. But what if I told you there's a cheat code, something that can accelerate your progress even more? Here it is. Community. You gotta stop coding alone in a dark room. Find a coding buddy. Share your progress online, yeah, even when it's messy and broken. Let people see what you're building. Let them make fun of it. Let them improve it. I'm telling you, that feedback loop is priceless. And this quote, wow. I truly believe if I was sharing my progress online sooner, I would be 100 times better than I am today. Just think about that. 100 times better. That's the power of putting yourself out there. Don't make the same mistake of waiting. And that is the final piece of the map. With that, you are officially leaving the jungle. You started out feeling lost, staring into this confusing mess. But now you have a clear path. You've got the mindset, the compass, the tools, and the plan to escape the biggest trap. So that really just leaves one last question. You have the map, you know the way. The only thing left to do is to start walking. So, what are you going to build first?